Hey guys, Zane here with another One Take review, and today I want to talk about Alestorm's Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum. Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum is the latest studio album from pirate metal icons Alestorm, who are arguably the defining act of the very niche subgenre within recent years, and also arguably the band that have really propelled this, again, very niche, specific, targeted audience kind of sound to the widest audience it's ever seen before, ever. Even the days of Running Wild pioneering this sound could not have possibly met the same level of popularity that Alestorm have. That being said, despite their importance in the current metal scene, Alestorm have never truly blown me away in any particular way with any of their records. They've never swept me off of my feet with their sound, and I already didn't have a lot of hope for Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum, considering its title is just a bad parody name of the classic masterpiece Iron Maiden record Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, so I already had a bad feeling about this album from the second the title was announced, and it seems that I was right to worry. Many ideas found on this record are just recycled ideas from previous Alestorm albums and from previous pirate-related metal albums. While there's nothing wrong with that on paper, there is a plethora of great records out there that just copy a particular sound that others have done in the past. It really does make it difficult to listen to the album when Alestorm really just feel the desperate need to drive home the fact that they are indeed pirates and that they can, in fact, play galloping instrumentals like they're some bad budget Halloween Party City version of Saxon. Due to the fact that if you've heard Alestorm once, just one single album by them, you've heard everything on Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum, the aesthetic and compositional qualities of their latest record grow stale very quickly. The worst part of this record overall, however, is just the fact that it tries so hard to be humorous, comedic in some sense, and it just is not at all. Their imbecile-adjacent sense of humor wouldn't even make the most immature fifth grader on the planet laugh, and for a pirate metal-inspired band that are so obviously trying to be their niche's version of Monty Python or the Kids in the Hall, they have all of the comedic success as the scrapped Amy Schumer jokes from the 2022 Academy Awards. Generally speaking, Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum is just a more lyrically dumbed-down sound for a rehashed genre that this same band have been rinsing and repeating over and over. I mean, hey, at least AC/DC knew they were stupid, but this band seems to lack the realization of the fact that they just aren't funny. And trust me, I'm the kind of person that thinks Tim and Eric Awesome Show Great Job is one of the great achievements of humanity. I can get down with some stupid humor, but this just fails to land in every conceivable way. The instrumentals here are quite dull as well, which is disappointing because it easily could have been the album's only saving grace. With pirate metal being a very direct cousin to power metal, Alestorm obviously utilized Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum to really just kind of create soaring, powerful instrumentals that are meant to be striking to the listener and really just sweep them off their feet and, send them into another realm of epic metal. However, they fall flat. They rarely ever feel genuine in execution. The entire band often feel like they don't even want to be there. They feel like they want to be in Steel Panther instead. And for the most part, Alestorm feel about as thin as a sheet of paper on this record. And it's frustrating because although Alestorm, as I stated at the beginning of this review, have never been, in my eyes, one of the better metal bands out there at the moment, they have at least been slightly successful in the past instrumentally, as they really did embrace those power metal influences and symphonic metal influences extraordinarily well with some relatively successful results. However, Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum seems to want me to forget all of that as if I just drank all of the rum that they are supposedly repeatedly mentioning throughout the entirety of this album, but I just can't really bring myself to say there's any good to be found here in the instrumentals is my overall point. It's almost like Alestorm just won their fan base, myself, absolutely everyone to forget that they actually can be a good band by making the single dumbest record they possibly could have and even erasing any highlights, positive qualities that they had in their past. So overall, Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum is less than just a not successful album that belongs to a specific niche. It's genuinely terrible. This record doesn't have a single redeeming quality, and even the qualities that normally could at least propel Alestorm to just pure mediocrity are just removed from this record overall, which is why I'm going to give Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum half a star. This is just truly an atrocious album. My one take on this album is that Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum is a trashy rehash of a sound from a band that have just been repeatedly refusing to evolve and even seem to devolve on their latest album, as the humor that they try to create completely fails to land, and even the few jokes that do slightly land are still miserably unfunny from the get-go, so any chance that they had at even making the listener crack a smile is totally obliterated. So again, half a star, and with that being said, that's the end of this review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.